Well, each week we are getting to know our community and our leaders within them more and more. So this afternoon, we are excited to welcome Findlay's Mayor Christina Muryn to learn a little bit more about her and the Flag City. Thanks so much for coming and welcome.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Excited to be here.
I am so excited to have you and to talk about just, I guess, your start in city government and leadership.
Yeah, so really just became mayor when Director Mahalik, who was our previous mayor, Lydia Mahalik, left to join the governor's cabinet. I'd been very involved in the community and active in the Republican Party and was in the private sector, but got a call saying, hey, would you be interested in stepping up and leading your community? And was honored to do so and have loved doing it for the last 4.5 years.
So what is your favorite thing about Findlay and living in Findlay?
You know, it has to be the people. And I know that sounds very cliche, but it totally is true. Our community, just the people are so special. We work together, we're passionate about our community, but we're problem solvers, and that makes the job a lot of fun.
What for you is something that you think maybe needs work or something you are actively trying to work on to make better in Findlay?
Yeah, so there's definitely, every community has their challenges. I would say right now our two biggest challenges are continuing to get flood mitigation complete. We're in the home stretch with that, and in the next 3 years we really should have those projects completed to decrease flooding in a 100-year storm event by 3 feet in our downtown, which is going to be transformational. And then the other thing is housing. Our community is growing and changing, and we are such an economic draw for the region that making sure we have homes for people at all price points and all types is definitely a challenge that we're taking head on.
Okay, so flood mitigation and housing. Are there any other projects that maybe are close to your heart that you want to talk about that we're working on that maybe people don't know about right now?
Yeah, so we have a lot of great projects going on. Recently, it was announced that Sheetz is going to be establishing a food production and distribution facility in Findlay, and we're super excited to be able to do that. So working with them to continue to support their investment. We're looking at one of my kind of pet projects is the downtown recreation area, and I know you guys have covered that a little bit. But that is a project where we have 19 acres in our downtown that are going to be benched as part of flood mitigation, but it's also usable space that we really want to make a gathering place in our community when it's not flooded, and kind of continue to expand our downtown north of the river, and creating a recreational space is something that we're really seeing as important to the future of our community, as we're seeing more and more people looking for outdoor recreation opportunities. So I'm excited to see that project continue to move forward.
You said you were in the private sector before you moved to becoming the mayor and getting elected. So what for you over your time as mayor has maybe been something you're most proud of or your fondest memory?
Yeah, you know what? That's such a hard question because the last 4.5 years have been a blur. One of the things that I'm just really proud of is leading our community through the pandemic. That was a really challenging time, but I feel like our community fared well because we worked together and we kind of tried to find that balance of continuing to move forward with life, but also making sure that we were being considerate of others and keeping ourselves safe. But I'm super excited. We have been making strides in strategic planning for our community. We're building a simulated tactical response and incident command training center for our safety services. We have great economic wins. We're looking at some potential transformational projects in our downtown through investment in the Argyle property, which would be a mixed-use development right downtown where a building had burnt down. We're seeing our 100-year school building, Lincoln, just off of downtown that has recently sold and is going through the rezoning process to be residential development, and will be a really neat project. So it's just a little bit of everything. We've implemented body cams. Our team is hard at work, but we're super excited preparing for the solar eclipse. And here this upcoming weekend, we're going to have our Wings and Wheels event where our airport is going to be hosting a classic car show as well as a Ford airplane, and it's called the Ford. It's some special aircraft that will be offering rides. So we have a lot of great things going on.
Do you have any other events coming up? I mean, we're into fall. We know, the weather's perfect to get out and still do things before it gets too cold. So is there anything else going on in Findlay that maybe people should head over there to go see?
Oh my goodness. Well, we just finished two of our largest projects with the Balloon Fest in August and Oktoberfest this past weekend. Coming up, we're going to be obviously marking your calendars for the Christmas tree lighting the day after Thanksgiving. So we'll be gearing up for that. The Performing Arts Center just kicked off their season with Marie Osmond this past Friday, and Pretty Women the Musical will be coming up here in a couple of weeks in October. So lots of things, but check out visitfindlay.com for all of the events going on.
All right, Mayor, thanks so much for joining us. You all heard it. Lots of things going on in Findlay, so make sure you head down there and go see what's going on. Maybe you'll be able to talk to the mayor.
Yeah, you
while
might
you're
see me.
there.
Say hi.